Akara done ready. Akara business done settle. Oh, yeah, come and buy. Hotty, better up, make you try. He good for morning, even for evening. Everybody chop am and no think of borrow. Akara business done settle.
They called her the princess who smells like oil. They said it behind her back. Sometimes they said it to her face. Because while other royal daughters wore silk and waited for husbands to be chosen for them, Adaobi sat by a fire every morning, frying akara in a small black pot, selling it for almost nothing. Sit with me. Because the people laughing at her pot did not know they were laughing at the future ruler of Uforo Kingdom.
Akara business done settle. Oh, yeah, come and buy. Fresh from the fire. No darling, I go lie for you. Small today, big tomorrow. Hard work go carry me reach better tomorrow.
Adaobi was the youngest daughter of a minor chief in Uforo Kingdom. Not poor, but not wealthy either. A chief with land, but no gold. Her older sisters were promised in marriage to powerful families. They spent their days being prepared, learning songs, learning how to sit, how to speak softly, how to wait. Adaobi did not want to wait for anything. At 15, she took the little money her mother could spare, bought beans, pepper and onions from the market, and began frying akara before sunrise every single day. The noble's children mocked her. They would walk past her fire holding their noses, laughing, saying things like, "A chief's daughter, selling food on the roadside like a common woman. How shameful." Adaobi heard every word. She did not argue. She did not cry where they could see her. She simply turned the akara in the pot and counted her coins at the end of the day. In the first year, Adaobi sold akara from one small pot. She saved every coin that was not needed for more beans and oil. By the second year, she had 2 pots and a young girl helping her turn the akara so she could also fry kuli kuli, the crunchy groundnut snack that travelers loved to carry on long journeys. People still laughed, but now some of them were buying. Because here is something the laughing nobles did not understand. Akara is small, but everybody eats. The farmer eats it on his way to the field. The trader eats it before a long journey. The child eats it on the way to learn a trade. Adaobi was not selling food. She was selling something every single person in Uforo Kingdom needed. And almost nobody else was offering it well. By the 3rd year, she had 4 fire pots, 3 girls working under her, and a stall that opened before the market itself opened. By her 20th year, Adaobi owned the largest food stall in the whole of Uforo Kingdom's market, selling not just akara and kuli kuli, but palm oil, pepper, and dried fish. She employed 12 people. She fed travelers, soldiers, and even messengers from the king's own palace. The same noble's children who once held their noses now sent their own servants to buy from her stall, because hers was the only one that never ran out, never overcharged, and never disappointed. When a great famine, it was Adaobi's stores of dried beans and palm oil that fed the hungry first, because she was the only trader who had saved enough, while others had spent their money trying to look wealthy instead of building something real. The king himself heard of the woman who fed the famine when palaces could not. He summoned her, not to mock her, but to ask her one question. How does the daughter of a minor chief have more stored wealth than my own treasury?
Adaobi answered simply, small business done with seriousness becomes large business, my king. I was never selling Akara. I was selling discipline. People just paid for it in coins. The king was so moved by her wisdom and her work that he made Adaobi an advisor to the throne. The first woman in Uforo Kingdom's history to hold that position. The nobles who once mocked her pot now stood in her stall every morning, waiting their turn like everyone else.
The elders of Uforo still tell young people today, never be ashamed of the small work that feeds you honestly. A pot of Akara done with discipline has built more kingdoms than gold ever has. Right now, someone watching this is ashamed of the small business they are building. Maybe it's selling food. Maybe it's a small trade. Maybe it's something people laugh at. The elders of Uforo Kingdom want you to remember Adaobi. She did not become great by skipping the small pot.
She became great because of it. I am Amarachi. This is NaijaSuperstory, where the old stories remind us who we are. If someone you know is building something small and feeling ashamed of it, send them this story today. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.
Akara, tomorrow na royalty. Akara.